In the endless stretches of the Orion Arm, entire civilizations whispered a single name when nightmares prowled their sleep, the Gralkor. To most sapient species, the Gralkor were the apex predators, the shadow in the vacuum that never missed its prey. They had stalked and devoured sentient species for millennia, wiping out colonies, dragging kings from thrones, silencing revolutions with the crunch of bone and sinew. Yet, there was one anomaly that scholars, warlords, and frightened planetary governors could not explain. The Gralkor had never once hunted a single human. Dr. Nissa Varick, a xenobiologist on a remote research vessel, had always been fascinated by this puzzle. Now, standing alone in the flickering blue light of the observation deck, she stared in disbelief as the very creature from her studies materialized before her. Its scales shimmered like living obsidian, eyes like pools of burning embers. Its claws could tear through reinforced steel, yet they rested idly at its side. "You came," she whispered, her breath catching in her throat. The Gralkor's voice was a deep rumble, like tectonic plates grinding beneath oceans. "I sensed your curiosity, human. You wish to know why I do not hunt your kind." Nissa's scientific instinct overcame her fear. She tapped her datapad, recording every detail. "Yes. You've harvested entire species into extinction. But never us. Why?" The creature tilted its massive head. "Long ago, when my kind first tasted sentience, we believed power was survival. To be feared was to be eternal. So we hunted the strongest, the cunning, the defiant. One by one, we consumed the galaxy's apex beings." Its tail flicked, rattling the deck plating. Nissa forced herself not to flinch. "Then we found your kind," it continued. "Primitive. Soft flesh. Fragile bones. We thought you would be like the rest. But humans do not die properly." Nissa blinked. "What does that mean?" The Gralkor's ember eyes narrowed. "Your ancestors fought us on a world you now call Earth. We slaughtered thousands in the forests, the plains, your cities of stone. Yet every time we feasted, your kind grew stronger. You adapted. You learned to trap us, poison us, drown us in tar pits and fires you stoked with your own dead. You weaponized your own extinction. You used your final moments not to flee, but to ensure our suffering." It flexed its claws, recalling the memories carved into its species' genetic code, tales passed down like hereditary scars. "We realized you would never be prey," the Gralkor rumbled. "You are the only species that becomes more dangerous the closer you are to destruction. You are the only species that hunts itself with more fervor than we ever could. You devour each other in wars that make our hunts look like games." Nissa felt a chill race down her spine. She thought of humanity's blood-stained history, the world wars, the genocides, the weapons of annihilation that still orbited their homeworld like a crown of fear. "So you fear us?" she asked, voice almost cracking. A sound like dark laughter echoed through the chamber. "No, human. I respect you. To hunt you is to invite our own extinction. A single kill is never the end. You would rise, adapt, and find our nests, our spawn, our queens. You would come with flame and steel and salt the ground where we once walked." Nissa's datapad slipped from her hand, clattering to the floor. She realized then that humanity's greatest monsters were not out there in the void, they were in their own hearts. The Gralkor lowered its massive head until its breath washed over her like a furnace. "Understand this, Dr. Varick, you do not stand here because you are the strongest. You stand here because you are the most terrifying. The galaxy does not fear us. It fears what you will become if ever truly threatened." Then, as silently as it had come, the predator stepped back into the shadows. Its body dissolved into the star-speckled darkness, leaving only the soft hum of the ship's systems and the hammering of Nissa's heart. She stood there long after it was gone, the recording blinking on her fallen datapad. Somewhere, out among the stars, other predators waited, unaware that the one thing more dangerous than the galaxy's most feared predator was humanity itself.